the fourth planet from the sun. Welcome to Stargazers. I'm Dean Regas, astronomer from the Cincinnati Observatory.
And I'm James Albury, director of the Kika Silva Pla Planetarium in Gainesville, Florida. Last month on June 27th, Saturn and the Moon had a cozy conjunction on the same day that Saturn was at its closest approach to the Earth.
Well, this month, also on the 27th, we have another pairing of the Moon and a planet. This time, it's the fourth planet from the sun, the ever-popular and angry red planet Mars.
Speaking of angry, I'm a little upset about this pairing.
Oh, why so, James?
Well, on the same day that the red planet is at its closest to us, the Moon will also be turning red.
Wait, a total lunar eclipse? That sounds like great news.
Normally it would be, but because of the timing of the eclipse, all of us in North America will be on the daytime side of the Earth. So we won't get to see the eclipse.
Oh man, that's disappointing.
I know, right?
Well, wait a second. Here's an idea. All you have to do is go on vacation to either Europe, Africa, or Western Asia, then you'll be able to see it.
Exactly. But you see, my Stargazer Sky car has its scheduled annual maintenance that day, so I won't be going anywhere.
Ah, man, it's rough to be you. But, well, let's check out the sky on July 27th from the United States.
Mars has fascinated astronomers for centuries, especially when it came to its peculiar movement, brightness, and color changes.
Every 26 months or so, Mars goes from a pale orangish yellow to a bright orangish red. Mars got its name because its red color reminded the ancient Romans of blood, war, and violence. So they named it after their god of war.
So, every 26 months, the brightening of Mars reminded people of this celestial connection with the god of war, and they came to expect the unleashing of war, revolutions, disasters, and death.
But why does Mars change color, size, and brightness every 26 months? Well, let's find out.
If we view our solar system from high above the sun, we can see the orbits of both Earth and Mars. Earth takes a little more than 365 days to orbit the sun, while Mars takes almost 687 days. When Mars and Earth are at their closest to each other, Mars is said to be at opposition. When a planet is at opposition, it's exactly on the opposite side of the sky from the sun.
The tricky part about Martian oppositions is that they are not all created equal. For example, the Martian opposition of August 2003 was one of the closest oppositions in recorded history, where Earth and Mars were only 34.6 million miles apart.
Compare that to the opposition of March 2012, when Mars is a whopping 62.6 million miles from Earth. The reason that Mars's distance varies so much is because of the shape of Mars's orbit.
Johannes Kepler demonstrated that planetary orbits are not perfect circles, but a shape called an ellipse. Mars's orbit is more elliptical than Earth's, so there are times when Mars is much closer to the sun than others.
When a planet is at its closest to the sun, we call that perihelion. The perihelion point for Mars lies in the constellation Aquarius. The point when a planet is farthest from the sun is called aphelion, and for Mars, that point is in Leo the Lion.
Perihelion and aphelion are on opposite sides of a planet's orbit, and as a result are on the opposite sides of the sky. So if you look at the zodiac, what constellation is on the opposite of the sky from Leo the Lion?
Ta-da! It's Aquarius. So if the sun is in Leo and Mars is in or near Aquarius, as it is this year, you get a close, bright opposition. But switch it around, and if the sun is in Aquarius and Mars is in Leo, you get a distant and faint opposition. So get outside on Friday night, July 27th, 2018, and get the best view of Mars we've had since 2003.
And if you happen to be vacationing in Europe or Africa that day, check out the total lunar eclipse as well. Keep looking up.